The Infestation versus the Tyranids. So basically, what happened if the Infestation for Warframe ran into the Tyranids from Warhammer? My boy Kino was talking about it, so let's try it out. My bad, but that's what's different from main Batman. It's not too important. I am trying. Actually, in a way that is for character to we don't talk about it, but in a way it is actually super important for character development. Because the little I seen, the color, oh, it's awesome. I'm loving it. I'm loving it so far. But we ain't gonna talk about that. We gonna stick to this. Let's just talk about this video. Let's get to watching. So this is the Infestation versus the Tyranids. Let's see what he got to say. He says, I would use my hotspot, but it's slower than the mo. Hey, it's fine, bro.
Grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. And in this war, none strike more terror than the Tyranids.
Give him that. And the Tyranids are the main faction that we be fighting on Space Marine 2.
Class of aliens whose sole goal is to kill, consume, and conquer. The Tyranids are innumerable in amount, with an unparalleled ferocity and organization. They can consume all life on a planet without slowing down their gargantuan fleets within a few short weeks. The Tyranids adapt their biology almost limitlessly. There are very few things that can actually stop or even slow down the Great Devourer. This extragalactic race reproduces by using all the biological matter sucked into hive ships to create new Tyranids. This biomatter consists of foe and friend, amalgamated, liquefied, and repurposed. This allows the Tyranids to come up with solutions for almost any problem that they are facing with any foe. As long
Y'all remember when I was reacting to Space King and I was like, dude, a Tyranid getting a hold of gene seeds is like, well, I would say getting a hold of, we'll say, a Primarch. Also, why is there a tomato loading? Y'all can throw stuff at the screen. That's that stream attack. I don't know why it's not fully loaded though. Let's see if I can fix it. It shouldn't be just still loading. It should actually be loaded. That's that stream sticker stuff to where I can throw stuff at the screen. Pretty sweet. Try it out. Yeah, that's the viewer attack. I don't know.
What are you doing?
Oh, it's my boy Bear.
It's Bear Automaton.
I wouldn't try this. Hey, I don't know. Look like shit breaking. Bear, what's going on? It might be trying to break on me again. But like what I was saying, if the Tyranids ever got like DNA from a super powerful being, bro, that shit'd be crazy. It's gonna ramp them up in the evolutionary scale tenfold. Like a Primarch's genes, oh man, they be getting Space Marines anyway. But imagine the pure essence of a Primarch or even a God Emperor, bro. That's a scary. Oh, that's so scary to think about. Yeah, I just cut the wait, damn it, I didn't cut it off. But the viewer attack was supposed to got cut off, so it don't work. Well, I didn't see it. I'll look at it. It'll be off. There we go. I don't know why it's still, but it should be off. But that will. I definitely know my library has hotspot. I don't know how good, but it works. Bro, don't be up in your public library trying to play the game, bro. Chill out. It ain't that serious, fam. It ain't that serious. Trust me, it ain't that serious. It's all right. Just got home, man. 10-hour shift. That get dragged an extra hour. Ooh. I got home I got off at 7. Had to run a quick little errands. Came home, took a quick little nap. Now we're reacting to the Tyranids versus the Infested. Let's go. Then it's time to grind with a baby Tenno up on the frame.
long as this is within the confines of their biology, which is admittedly, absurdly diverse. The Tyranids have created massive biological hive ships called Narval, capable of manipulating gravity, condensing the space between the destination and the ship. This creates something similar to a wormhole, but not quite. Still, this enables the Tyranid fleet to travel far faster than the speed of light. Instead of moving faster, imagine being able to forcibly shorten the distance between you and your destination, covering a massive distance for the sake of your next meal. And you know where it is. Narval ships have the capability to sense even the faintest of biological signatures in the vast emptiness of space, pursuing it with the utmost vigilance, functioning as intergalactic bloodhounds. Now, how do they conquer once they get there? Numbers. Terrifying numbers.
Not only do they conquer with numbers, But the Hive fleet, the Tyranid fleet, actually puts out a psychic field that disrupts all communication inside of a whole planetary system. It's crazy. So not only are they stopping your communication, they even stopping like your psychic communication. There won't be any warp travel. If a Hive fleet is coming, that whole planetary system is pretty much completely shut off and isolated from everything else. And if you don't hit it fast enough and quick enough, you might as well just say goodbye to that planetary system. They believe what we see inside of the main universe of 40K, those Tyranid armies, those are just the scouting parties. And the scouting parties are billions to trillions strong. It's unfathomable how much they think the Tyranids are. And they so far think the Tyranids ate up pretty much all the other universes outside of the 40K universe. It's crazy.
Gaunts, Raveners, Lictors, Warriors, Rippers, Gene Stealers, Hive Tyrants, Carnifex, and Biovores, just to name a few. All with the same goal: to feast on your entire planet with horrifying creativity. Connected through the synapses, which is facilitated through zoanthropes, to command the Hive. Instantaneous psychic communication. What makes the Tyranids so terrifying is that they appear as though they are mindless. The Hive mind will target a planet's communication, separating them from any that might help. But by the time you realize they've arrived, it's already too late. The Tyranids start off their invasion by sending scouts to verify the planet's suitability, mostly lictors with invisibility and gene stealers mutating the native fauna into hybrid nids, eventually infiltrating the political and social structure of the planet, the goal being to reach positions of power.
That's right. They literally create offspring with the people on the planet to have which are what they call the gene stealer cult. If you ever heard of those, and the more mutated and more alien-like that you look, the closer you are, they say, to being pure. At least he did his homework. Y'all know, bro, I'm liking everything he's doing, but so I don't get copyrighted and the stream get knocked off, I gotta really react to it. So I'm just adding a little bit more to what he said from what we've seen. And bro, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying it.
Once this is done and the Hive ships arrive, its mere arrival will disrupt any astropathic or psychic call for help. Most would say you're doomed anyway. Wave after wave after wave, once all life on the planet is exterminated, leaving a barren, lifeless rock.
And that's the thing. Them joints, they don't play.
Now, how will this Hive fare against another that turns not only your biology, but your machinery, even the very planet you stand on, against you? The Technocyte virus, the Great Plague, manufactured by a race of hyper-advanced humans called the Orokin, the ultimate fusion of biology and technology, capable of infinite adaptation to all manner of threat possible. This virus won't just take your mind from you, but your armor, your weapons, any form of matter, fusing it to your being. It is even capable of bringing an entire moon to life. This virus is made up of different strains, all with terrifying capability, none more infinite in potential than the Helmet. The Helmet strain mixed with void energy is what creates a warrior caste that was tortured in unique ways to facilitate evolution. His creations, his frames of war, proving that the Technocyte virus could defy all logic, conquering space and time. Even AI isn't safe from this plague. Cephalon, the most complex artificial intelligence, consisting of the digitized minds of people, like putting all that makes you into cyberspace. Millions of gigabytes of data that can be corrupted and controlled by a virus. This virus is also borderline genius. The emissary strain is one that is capable of hiding amongst its hosts, slowly infecting all until there is no one left. But hold your breath. Even if there isn't an infected host nearby, airborne spores can still take over your entire being within a minute. the gray strain having the capability to create entire complex ecosystems subjugated under one mind. Even the Warframes, which are capable of all forms of matter and reality manipulation, are not capable of eradicating this sickness, this plague. For the hive mind calls even them truly the strongest virus in existence. So who wins? The problem is that while the Tyranids are an insanely powerful race, they brought a knife to biotechnological warfare. When fighting the Infestation, the Tyranids would be met with little to no resistance, killing most of the Infestation's drones without a problem. But that's just the beginning. 1, 1,000, millions, billions of Tyranids would be subsumed into the Infestation. The fleet would try to escape, but all of their grotesque feats of biology would be turned against them. Perfected. See, they wouldn't just be controlled, no, but they would be made better. Chitinous armor and weapons made into sword steel. The Infestation doesn't have a weakness other than complete eradication, but the Tyranids have no means to do so. They have the ability to become immune to viruses, but the Technocyte virus is not just biological. It does not follow any logic when it comes to biological adaptation. In other words, there is no vaccine. Everything down to the way they fight would become a vessel for the Technocyte virus. The Tyranids even use living bullets. That would just make it easier. As for the psychic synapses the Tyranids possess, the Infestation is capable of far more complex use of psychic links. Theoretically, they should just be able to control the Tyranids. Even if you don't believe that, dismantle communications at the very least, making most of their armies mindless drones. This is all assuming that the Tyranids would fight against most of the strains of the Technocyte virus. But even then, one strain is far more than enough. The verdict is, in the grim darkness of the far future, if the Great Devourer met the Great Plague, it already lost. I'll see you all with another.
Ooh, right there. That's a good one. Man, like, I don't know, I'm kind of up for grabs though. But I can see a lot of what he's talking about because the Infested, man, they infect your technology and everything. The Tyranids is strictly only biology. They gonna suck your planet dry. But if you think about it, the Infestation does that too and then terraforms it. The Infestation is dangerous. That's pretty good.